Why am I always missing entries? If you keep missing good trades, it's usually not because your analysis is wrong. It's because your mind is stopping your execution. 1. You want the perfect entry. You keep waiting for the best possible price. You think, let it come a little lower. I'll get a better entry. The market doesn't wait. It moves and you miss the trade. Remember, there is no perfect entry, only a valid entry. 2. Fear of losing. You know your setup is valid, but you're afraid. Thoughts like, what if this trade fails? What if I lose money again? Fear delays your decision until the opportunity is gone. 3. Overthinking. After completing your analysis, you continue looking for more confirmation. Every new candle creates a new doubt. By the time you're convinced, the move is already over. 4. Lack of trust in your strategy. If you don't trust your trading system, you'll hesitate every time. Confidence comes from backtesting, journaling, and repeatedly following your rules, not from hoping every trade will win. 5. Looking for certainty. Many traders wait until they feel 100% sure. The truth is, the market never gives 100% certainty. Even the best setups lose sometimes. Your job is to take high probability trades, not guaranteed trades. How to stop missing entries. Complete your analysis before the setup triggers. Define your entry, stop loss and target in advance. Place your limit order as soon as your setup is confirmed. Accept that some trades will lose. Judge yourself by how well you followed your plan, not by the outcome of one trade. Why do you keep missing entries? Not because the market is difficult, but because you're waiting for certainty in an uncertain game. Every time your setup appears, your mind starts negotiating. What if it fails? What if it reverses? Maybe one more candle, maybe a better price. And while you're hopping for the perfect entry, the market moves exactly as your analysis predicted. Stop waiting for perfection. It doesn't exist. A disciplined trader doesn't wait for certainty. A disciplined trader waits for a setup, and when it appears, executes without hesitation. Trust your preparation, trust your rules, accept the risk, place the order. Remember, winners don't catch every move. They simply stop missing the moves their trading plan tells them to take. How missing entries affects your subconscious mind. Every time you miss a valid trade, your subconscious mind records it as an emotional experience. At first you think, I'll wait for a better entry. The market moves exactly as your analysis predicted. Now your subconscious stores a painful memory. I was right, but I didn't act. If this happens repeatedly, it starts changing your behavior. The psychological cycle. Step 1. Hesitation. You don't take the trade because you're waiting for certainty. Down. Step 2. Missed opportunity. The market moves without you. Down. Step 3. Regret. You feel frustrated and start thinking, I knew this would happen. Down. Step 4. Self-doubt. Your subconscious begins to question your ability. Maybe I can't execute trades properly. Down. Step 5. Emotional decisions. To avoid missing the next move, you start chasing trades or entering late. Now you're no longer following your trading plan, you're reacting to emotions. What your subconscious learns. Your subconscious doesn't judge whether a decision was logical, it learns from what you repeatedly do. If you repeatedly hesitate, skip valid setups, watch the market run without you, your subconscious starts believing it's safer not to act. The next time your setup appears, hesitation feels automatic. Reprogram your mind. Instead of training yourself to avoid action, train yourself to follow your process. Every time your setup appears, complete your analysis. Trust your rules. Place the order. Accept the outcome. Whether the trade wins or loses is less important than reinforcing disciplined execution. Over time, your subconscious starts associating trading with following rules instead of avoiding risk. Your subconscious mind is always learning. Every time you hesitate, it learns hesitation. Every time you skip a valid setup, it learns to avoid action. Soon, hesitation becomes a habit, not because your strategy is bad, but because you've trained your mind to fear execution. The good news is that habits can be changed. Every disciplined trade tells your subconscious, I trust my plan, I follow my rules. One trade won't transform your mindset, but hundreds of disciplined decisions will. Remember, your subconscious becomes whatever you repeatedly teach it. Teach it discipline, not hesitation. Follow your plan consistently, and confidence will grow naturally. How to train your subconscious mind to take entries with confidence. Your subconscious mind doesn't change because you think differently. It changes because you repeat the same disciplined behavior over and over. If you want confident execution, you must train your mind to associate a valid setup with immediate action, not hesitation. 1. Create a fixed entry checklist. Before every trade, ask yourself, is my setup complete? Are all my entry rules satisfied? Is my stop loss defined? Is my risk within my limit? If every answer is yes, there is nothing left to decide. Your only job is to execute. 2. Stop making decisions after the setup is complete. Many traders make the mistake of analyzing after their setup appears. That is where fear enters. Make all important decisions before the entry. Entry price, stop loss, target, position size. Once your setup triggers, simply execute. 3. Reward discipline, not profits. Most traders celebrate winning trades and feel bad about losing trades. Instead, ask yourself after every trade, did I follow my plan? If the answer is yes, consider it a successful trade, even if it lost. This trains your brain to value discipline instead of outcomes. 4. Repeat the same process every time. The subconscious learns through repetition. Every trade should follow the same sequence. Analyze right arrow, plan right arrow, execute right arrow, manage, review. When this becomes a habit, hesitation starts disappearing. 5. Accept that losses are part of the business. Fear often comes from trying to avoid every loss. Tell yourself, I don't need every trade to win, I need every trade to follow my rules. This reduces emotional pressure and makes execution easier. 6. Keep an execution journal. At the end of each trading day, write, did I take every valid setup? Did I hesitate? Why? What will I do differently tomorrow? You're not just recording trades, you are training your mind to recognize and correct patterns. Daily mental programming. Before the market opens, repeat these statements slowly. I trust my trading plan. I don't wait for perfect entries. When my setup appears, I execute without hesitation. Small losses are acceptable, breaking my rules is not. My success comes from consistency, not prediction. Repeat them every day. The goal isn't magic, it's to reinforce the behaviors you want to make automatic. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil. Whatever you plant repeatedly will grow. If you plant fear, hesitation will grow. If you plant discipline, confidence will grow. Confidence doesn't come before execution. Confidence is built by executing your plan again and again. Stop asking, will this trade win? Start asking, does this trade meet my rules? If the answer is yes, click the button. One disciplined entry won't change your life, but hundreds of disciplined entries will transform you into a consistently profitable trader. Final message. Train your subconscious with one habit. When my trading setup is complete, I execute immediately according to my plan. Do that consistently, and over time your mind will stop resisting execution. It will recognize a valid setup as a cue to act, not a reason to hesitate.